Hello, welcome to Down with Dragons. It's Friday night. Thank you all who are joining us. I am DM Scott. With me, as always,
Killian playing Fenris Battleblood, a grizzled prisoner, now has been out into the light.
And Mick playing a character.
And Chris playing Veit, newly freed, wandering around in the woods, witch women, burnt farmhouses. He's got a feather. Well, he thinks he doesn't know where he's at. We'll find out where he's at.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Hope everybody's had a great week. I know I've been busy. I know probably everybody else has been busy with lives, but here we are back into D&D and the fun stuff. Killian, do we have any announcements for this week?
Yes, just one announcement this week. As always, Dungeon Patrol is streaming 7 p.m. on Sundays. And that's really all I have for this week. Although I will remind all of you at home and you future people, if you would like to give anyone inspiration, you can contact us on Facebook or Twitter using the hashtag inspiration. If you see anyone doing anything.
Let me put it
what?
There. Okay, there, now it's there.
Everybody point to the bottom of the screen.
In the doobly down there. So if you see anyone that did something really cool or said something that you found really interesting, or if you want to give our lovely DM inspiration to use against us in future endeavors, please do so. Let us know what you're liking or what you want to see us get screwed over with in the future. So everything's right down below. Please send us your feedback. And with that, on with the show.
Hello, future people, as Killian put it. Yeah. So last time we were here with Veit. We met Veit and some fellow prisoners deep in the dark caverns beneath Alendol. We saw his escape at the sacrifice of two of his fellow prisoners, Manny and Fenris. He, after days, found his way out to the surface with two other prisoners, family members that were part of his old life. And after a brief and slightly heated discussion of where the family should go, they separated. Veit not feeling like he could ever go home again, as the story goes, and needed time to find himself. After days of travel, he found himself at the burned ruins of a farmhouse and a strange tiefling woman who gave him a tarot reading. After a very strange tarot reading, she quickly left the area, and Veit found his night there at a campfire, only to be visited by a little imp creature who whisked him away on a strange carriage towards Dragon Locke, that the speaker of the vine would like to hire him for a job, basically.
And Quincy,
yeah. Sorry. Can't forget. So heading out on that carriage is where we rejoin Veit. It's been a day. It's been a week. It's been a decade.
Yeah. Yeah. Literally.
How's he doing with, the change from everything that, was normal everyday life to the transition and the hurricane of events that he's been caught up in? He's now on this carriage.
Bit of a daze.
Okay.
Just really in a daze. Still, rethinking. He knows he couldn't have gone with Albrecht. He feels bad, but he couldn't go back, right?
I mean, Albert still left that door ajar, but I mean, there
Right.
was frustration there, but even Veit knows he gets it at the same time that he was
Yep.
frustrated.
He's,
you know,
Viet's not going to promise that he's going to come back.
Yeah.
Is where he's at. He doesn't want to make any more promises he can't keep. Right. There were promises probably made during the last 10 years in prison to imagined people, to gods, to ancestors, to anybody and everybody. And right, he was powerless. He was not in a position to keep any of his promises. He couldn't keep anybody alive. He couldn't do anything. He couldn't protect anyone. And now he's out, and he probably did do some bad things, or at least thinks he maybe did bad things, or right, dreamed or hallucinated bad things. He does think he's a danger. He's got this blue hand that, right, he wakes up and it's flashing and throwing off flames, and he's got, right, he's pretty sure he killed a bunch of people in their sleep, or maybe he didn't, and he's just not. He doesn't trust himself.
Yeah. That's ironic that you actually bring up that specific visual and thought. You're in the carriage. This carriage has been going at a steady, hurried pace. These horses pulling the way. You're by yourself in the carriage, just kind of rocking back and forth. And eventually, even as much as you're in that hurricane of thought, drift off. And you see yourself on the run. You see those caverns deep. You see other figures in the dark running with you. You've been here before many, many times, where you're being hunted, being tested to see your resilience, your ingenuity as prey. You can hear the whispers of whether they be real or not. It's so hard to tell. And you see in flashes as you're running, and obstacles coming in front of you, some people tripping and falling over things that aren't even there. This hurried, frantic pace of days in flashes. And you see yourself at a campfire. This memory isn't even a clear one. This is one of those scattered, is it real, is it not? Make me a wisdom saving throw right now at disadvantage. Bless you.
Thank you.
At disadvantage would be a 13.
13. Okay. Not bad. Probably why you're remembering at least the flashes of this. You start to hear voices seep in to your head as you're sitting around a campfire, your turn on watch. A few bedraggled, covered people, some of which you know vaguely, other people, other prisoners, a few that are family. And you start to hear voices talking to you in the dark. They're coming. Danger, danger, close, danger. They're coming. They see you. Watching, always watching. You can escape. Kill them all. Escape. Light them. Make them the distraction. Make them a beacon. And you see that flashing of your, as you're like having the beginning of like an anxiety attack. You see your hand, that blue, and you see your veins actually underneath the blue skin of your hand, like red trails of lava underneath the blue, flashing with your pulse. And then just a fireball radius beacon flashes out from your hand and around the campfire, and you just hear the screams. And you're back in the carriage.
Breathing hard, sweating, probably with a scream.
Yeah, absolutely. You look around real quick and the carriage is on fire.
Shit.
In front of you, you see a woman. You see a woman with thick, poofed out hair, very Heather Locklear kind of poofed hair, and very wholesome hides and things of that nature, with this cloak of shifting colors that actually start to pick up some of the flame light in this carriage. You immediately recognize her as the woman of vines, or the rose vine. Yeah, on the card. Yeah.
Okay.
And you look at her and you're in this panic of like, it's on fire. She doesn't seem to care. She smiles at you. Many roots grow together. Our destiny is bound for the harvest.
That's not reassuring.
And as you like that doesn't you start to hear chuckling, and you look to the left, and sitting right next to you is this handsome, boyish kind of, you can see he's probably a mix of human and something else a little bit, but very overall human. Big grin. And he has this just foppish hair a little bit that looks like he's a little bit draggled. He's got this really refined breastplate, and he looks like a knight. But this silver collar at his neck that looks like it's almost biting into the skin. And he's just like that hysterical laughing almost, where like you can't tell if someone's choking or laughing. And he's like, why so serious looking? We're having fun. We're going to walk together, but it doesn't mean we can't enjoy it, right? Right? Right. And as he's saying right over and over, you see like blood starting to go from his gums of his teeth as he's like clenching this smile, and he starts to reach and grab your collar and just, right? And you wake up.
Screaming, sweating again. Holding the hand out away from me. In case it's
your
exploding.
hand is doing exactly as I described before.
Just not the exploding
other than
part.
the explosion part, yeah. But you see those veins that like look like normal veins until they hit that blue coloration, and then you can see them glowing like a river of lava underneath your skin. And you're trying to get your pulse, your heart under control. You're frantic, and you start to actually take in what's around you. You're at the campfire. It's the middle of the night near
at the farmhouse.
burnt ruins,
burnt out.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you hear footsteps.
We're totally aiming this sucker at
roll me a perception check.
It would be a dirty 20.
Ooh. So
hyper aware. Every single noise.
As you turn behind you towards the sound, you start to see coming just into the firelight from the open, like not the woods and a little bit away from the ruins, like the road you came up. You see a one-horned minotaur, and looking a little worse for wear, and a human, also looking a little worse for wear, like look a little ragged. Walking
I will
up
not
the path.
be going back. I am not going back.
You two, that's what you see.
Watch where you're pointing that thing. It'll take somebody's eye out, probably your own.
Well, good to see you too, friend.
You're in your mind. You're in your minds?
Uh,
I can tell.
if that means what I think it means,
I jab Manny in the ribs and I say, I reckon probably not. Is it a good day today, friend?
Well, even if it wasn't a good day, was it really a bad day, or was it like 5 minutes that you let sting you all the rest of the day, eh? You got to think about it like that.
I've been listening to this shit for the whole walk here.
I choose not to be a miserable.
I missed you both.
I could be a bull or a miserable, my mother always said.
Yeah, miserable. Yeah.
All right, I
You
got it
didn't
now.
catch it the,
I
you
got
didn't
it.
catch
I
it
didn't
the
get
first
the first
time.
I didn't get it
Life
the first
is
time.
better when you're laughing. Amazing things happen when you distance yourself from negativity.
Oh my god.
Viet will quickly point the glowing hand off somewhere else. Try not to set anything on fire at this point. You are good. You are good. You are good, my friends. You are good. I'm so glad.
I see you got my horn there. Allow me to fill that up for you. I have it right here. Ah,
Well done,
Yes.
sir.
another good day. So how are we doing yet?
Did you kill it? Was it
Ah,
victory?
the past is just a story. We need to move on.
Killing, murdering, victory, losses. It's all a matter of semantics anyway. So I think that what we should really focus on is the fact that we're here right now, and you don't look too pleased. None to see us. So
I am
been up here?
pleased that you live. I was very sorry to leave you, but my cousins.
Oh,
I am glad you are alive.
Yeah.
no, don't worry about it. Forgive yourself.
And Viet will kind of clam up at that point then. I have fire.
I
And he's going to
Delightful.
try to
had
keep breathing and see if he can calm
Make me
the
a-
hand down.
just make me a wisdom save again.
Just straight?
Yep, just a straight one.
9.
9. Yeah, you're still trying to this is confusing. A lot has happened.
He'll just keep holding it off.
Yeah, just
A witch
Ah.
woman. A witch woman.
Which woman?
Witch woman.
Which
which
woman?
She
one?
made fire. Well, actually, then he's going to reach into his beard and see if he still has the crow's foot or bird's foot or whatever, and the feather and the brass needle woven into it. He does.
they are there.
There was a witch woman. There was
Which
also
woman was
a
it?
carriage. What?
Which woman was it?
Yes. Which woman it was?
Which woman?
Yes. Which woman?
There,
Long
woman.
hair and
Their castle.
long hair and cards. And cards. And one of the cards started on fire and she left.
Ah.
But she said that was a cursed path.
Fenris, he looks at us like he's crazy. Maybe he has an insight we don't have.
Yeah, highly
She
doubt
made
it.
she made fire. She made the fire.
That's not too hard to make fire out in these woods, yeah? Do a little
Here's here.
spell.
I ate all the squirrel, sorry.
That's just fine. I had a pie on the way here. It was delicious.
And I'm a vegetarian, so no offense there. Don't worry about it.
No stakes.
Plenty of foliage behind us.
You just eat grass. I'd like to do you graze like a cow?
I graze like a
Pinkies out, maybe.
minotaur. Only now I'm a little lopsided.
You're honing in on the good roughage. It's a little.
The missing horn makes me favor my left side. Going to wear my teeth down wrong.
What time of night is it? Can Viet tell at all?
Yeah, it's probably like the equivalent of like 3:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Like you've slept for a little while.
Is my hand giving off any light? Like,
other than that,
can
under the
he get up
skin light?
and go over and be looking around on the ground where this chariot thing was?
Oh no, not that much light. No.
Okay.
But I mean, you've got a campfire that's a little low now because you've been sleeping. But
Yeah.
but you're a
Viet
dwarf.
will-
You have some.
Oh, yeah. I've got dark vision. That's right.
Yeah.
Is
I'm looking for any kind of track. Viet will just kind of wander off.
Okay, roll me a
the
survival.
dark.
Is that hand thing anything Manny and Fenris would have seen before?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, 100%. You've seen it before. Yeah.
Oh, there's that hand again. Good job. Don't ever let anyone dull your sparkle.
Yes. No sparkle. Yes. 16. Survival.
You start to kind of talk behind you as they're by the fire and looking with your dwarven eyes towards the ground, like the road coming up, where you remember towards the actual path leading past the farmhouse. I mean, there's tracks, but nothing that seems recent carriage tracks. Not even recent horse tracks.
Bad dreams.
Imaginary
Bad
gypsy woman.
dreams. No, the witch woman was not in the cart. It was the little guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, him. He'll wander back to the fire. Pick up some dead wood. Break it. Feed the fire a little bit.
All right.
Where are you two be going now? We are free.
Well, I was hoping we could hang out with you for a while before we figure that out.
I just got so used to being roommates, didn't feel right going off on our own.
I go
Plenty of time to plan ahead.
I think I go Dragon Locke.
What brings you that way?
There was a dream with the guy with the cart.
Okay. Well, prophetic dreams and all, I think they're a load of horse shit, but I'll go with you anyway. You look like you could use some protecting.
That would be good. That'd be being good. Yes.
You've got my sword.
Oh, absolutely. Sounds like fun. Never been to the big city.
Oh God, I can't imagine why.
Do either of you know how to get there?
Oh yeah. I've got somewhat of an internal compass. It's guided by God. You know what I mean? I'm just joking.
Roll me a survival there, Fenris.
I do have a really good sense of direction, actually. So
That's good.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let me pull up my character sheet.
Manny's not as acute if he's above ground.
Oh, that's a 15 plus 4, 19.
Oh yeah. Last you recall from, it's been a while. Terrain has maybe changed slightly over the years, but you're pretty sure you need to head west. There should be a river eventually, and then from the river, either follow it north to a lake, which then the waterfall, all that, or if you can, find travel, there could be carriages or boats or whatever. But either way, east or west by northwest-ish.
Okay. Okay, so you're telling me off table that I need to find a body of water, right?
Yes, eventually you do definitely need to find a body of water.
I have a dowsing rod in my pocket and I've always wanted to use it.
Fenris, I feel it'd be irresponsible of me to refuse such a request, seeing as it is part of your pocket.
Yes. Yes. It had okay. So I pull out and it's tiny. It looks like a wishbone. It's the smallest dowsing rod you've ever seen.
It's
Just
adorable.
like a tiny little twig. And I say, it was back in prison, I was really just trying to keep my head on straight without this one being positive and you two all whispering to each other all the goddamn time. So what I tried to do was do a bit of woodworking, yeah? And I thought maybe once I got out of here, I could figure out a way to survive. So this was a bit bigger when I started on it, but, if it ever breaks, we at least all have toothpicks. So I think I could use this thing to find the river and get us there to Dragon Locke eventually.
Toothpicks are good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Indeed they are. If we can ever find something else to eat, they'll come in handy.
Roll me one more survival now with
Yeah.
advantage with your
Ooh, yeah,
dowsing rod.
That is a dirty 20
ahead.
and a dirty, not a dirty, it's just it's a dirty 20. That was my best roll.
So two dirty, or just one, or?
Just one, the second one was like a 13.
Oh, okay. So you take your wishbones, dowsing rod, and reach out. And you start to go towards Veit. And you open your eyes. That's a canteen.
By
And then you start to
swing his hand and then swings his hand away again.
Start to pitch back,
You
and
can do
then
it,
you
Fenris.
point towards the ruins of the farmhouse. You're like, oh, that's a well. And then you pitch again. There is a larger body of water that way. And you're pointing just due west.
Hell yeah.
Though every now and then you just feel that wishbone just tweak towards Veit of like, it's like that canteen. I just tell you.
I relay this information to the others.
That's amazing, Fenris. Good work.
He has a full canteen.
Do I get a gold star then, Manny?
Yes. Or whatever. You two and your collections of words, I just don't know how to keep up.
Well, the way I see it, you're already awake, so we could pack up camp and go now, or we could take shifts and you go back to sleep for a bit.
I want to look through the ruins just a little bit. I can do that now.
Sure. Do whatever you need to do, pal.
Keep my hand pointing off and start poking through. Try to find the kitchen area and see if I can find like a teapot and a bowl, couple bowls or something.
Roll me an investigation check.
8.
Unfortunately, as you kind of search through and going through, like anything you find that you can even identify of like, oh, a teapot, it is so badly burned, and like you uncover like wood from, or ashy wood, as it breaks up as you lift. It dented, there's holes in it. Like there is, unfortunately, from the heat and everything that happened here, it seems like anything that was potentially usable either was already taken and scavenged, or it's beyond use.
Okay. I don't know. He'll drop that. And, all right, let this be may go.
Didn't find anything.
Nothing. Holes. It has holes in it.
It's got a lot of holes in it.
Yes.
You didn't do that, did you?
I don't think I did.
Oh, good.
I think it was like that when I got here.
Well,
So
He does not sound sure whatsoever, but
just to remind me, because I forget, his hand was like that when we were in prison, right?
off and on.
Off and on. Yeah. It's,
Did it
yeah.
ever burn anyone else alive? I'm wondering about my immolation, the likelihood that I'm gonna get set aflame like a witch.
Have yet.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me a percentile.
Oh no.
You tell me high or low.
Hi.
Okay. So if it's 90 or above, you've seen some stuff.
So 27.
Nope. Other than it's weird blue hand that occasionally has done some weird stuff occasionally, like glowy and just like when he seems over anxious. You've never seen anything crazy.
Okay. Good to know.
We were probably not pinned up with each other the entire time.
Yeah, probably not. Cool. Is that you admitting that you have burned people alive? Because I will remember that.
You might, but Fenris doesn't.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
All right, on the road with our all of nothing.
Yeah, pretty motley crew.
Shield, warhammer, and a canteen.
Right.
Water skin.
But no pants. Let's go.
All right. I want everyone to roll me a survival check and let me
Okay.
know. This is just for the general travel over the next weeks.
That's a 16.
16,
24.
24, 10. All right. So scavenging on the road as you travel. Not an
I
issue.
don't think we're in any particular hurry.
Right. Like
It's not like
You
we're
find-
chasing anybody, any kidnapped victims or anything. So
you find water as you've needed it. You find, whether it be trapping or find roots and berries or, just anything that is needed. Plus, you have a very small amount in your pack of some supplies that you can always fall back on. Over the course of about 2.5, 3 weeks, seeing as you're not, like you said, at a hurried pace.
we'll probably lose like half a day here where Viet's just staring off like we've got sky and like not pinned in by four walls and just standing
Gorgeous.
there, just listening
Yeah.
and watching and feeling and smelling and feeling the wind and yeah.
Yeah, and you probably all have a touch of that. And so like there's never a hurried pace of anyone being like, come on now, we're wasting time. It's like you're all kind of tuned in to the same beauty of the surface.
it's good to take this moment to just breathe it in. Finally,
Yes.
take the time to be thankful for the troubles we don't have anymore.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll find new ones.
Viet,
Mm-hmm.
roll me another wisdom save.
Let's see. That'd be an 11.
Okay. That's high enough.
My
You
hand
just
eventually stops glowing.
Oh, no, that stopped over the days and all that. But it's like on one of these particularly beautiful like mornings after you've been camping, you watch the sunrise. And that's when Manny kind of makes that comment as you're just the morning dew on the grass, the beautiful, barely a cloud in the sky as the sun comes up. Just, it's one of those, like it's a painting kind of moment. You have that just slightest feeling, and like to make it make sense modern wise, imagine you're playing a game, watching a movie, whatever, and you just see the grand vista and you see that computer glitch for just a split second, that pixel of, and it brings back whether like this is beautiful, but like, did I just see that, or is that my imagination? Is this another illusion? Is this another test? Is this another hunt? Is this
Will immediately tense up and start shifting, and
but you like your better judgment does come to you enough to be like, no, I made it. Like, they've never let us be out this long. Like, I did make it. This isn't real, but there's just that small voice in the back of your head that's just like, or that's what they want us to believe. That's just, they're just letting
kind
us
of
go
reach
longer.
out,
They
just kind of push Manny's shoulder a little bit, just to see.
Manny, you get pushed just a little bit.
I
Brings
see
you out
the
of your reverie.
tentativeness in your spirit there, brother. You just don't worry about what could go wrong. Just think about everything that could go right.
It has been a long time, Manny, since things went right.
Well, I'd say we're about due.
It's not, I don't know, I don't know. I don't know it works that way, Manny.
Well, no matter how you feel, a negative mind will never deliver you a positive life.
Veit will just get up and go back to the campfire quietly at that point, silently.
Yeah, at this point, it smolders. You're getting ready for moving out again.
Don't forget to be awesome.
I'll never get tired of this.
No. Manny and Fenris get their own spin-off show. Join us next Wednesday for the Manny and Fenris show. Hey, I'll watch that.
I'd watch it too.
Hey, Fenris, join us. Why be moody when you can shake your booty?
This boogie ain't got much woogie, if you know what I mean. I don't know what I mean.
Maybe if you put pants on.
It is early in the morning. Like you were the one standing just naked, staring at the sunrise.
As one should.
Right. Attuned to nature.
I figure since this is the first time we've been out, I can't even remember the last time I've even seen a sunrise. So, for as long as I don't have to cater to polite society, I'm not gonna.
I
shake my little butt.
I thought maybe sunburn.
Hold out here.
I thought maybe the sun would be burning.
Burning what?
Yes.
It's good. You have to be odd to be number one anyway. So I like how you're thinking, Fenris.
I'll be honest, that took me longer than I'm comfortable saying to catch that one. I love it so much.
I love that canonically it's just like it looks like they've got red pants on. It's so sunburnt. Way down.
What's with this group wearing red leather pants? Oh, no.
Bring me my red pants or my red shirt. Yes.
All right. You continue traveling. Many more days of such wisdom and insight in conversation.
Veit's mood will have soured a little bit again, but
because of the pants.
No.
You arrive at
he's just that's fine. He doesn't care. He literally doesn't care about that. Just like practically speaking, yes, there's a lot of sunburn to be gotten.
Well, if you're not squeamish.
I will not be putting ointment on that.
Oh, come on.
You can do that yourself.
Okay. Sorry, with the conversation that's being had, there's a TikTok video just of somebody doing that snapping to the music, except people have been doing this lately, and that's what I imagine at that sunrise of like, hey, music. Sorry, your fault.
Where did you get that coin purse? Oh.
Oh, yeah, you guys have done this. I am the viewer in this moment. You did this to
Get
me.
control, Scott. Come on, get control.
All right, control, delete. Moving forward, you crest a hill as you're following the path. You see a dock by a river, a body of water. Focus in. Focus in. No, focus in. No words. Focus in.
Your thing worked. Your fork worked.
Yeah.
You see, there is a boat that is shored up to that little dock. And you see there looks to be a crew of people that are like, and it's at this point, it's probably mid to late morning. You see a crew of people that are striking tents and gathering stuff and bringing it back onto the boat. Looks like they're shored up here probably for the night. Looks like they're kind of getting ready to get underway. Like they obviously camped here, whether it be for a day or two, but they were taking a rest. And you see near the road, and there's this little kind of shack building. There's one or two figures that are standing near it that are one's like hammering something onto it, and just one or two figures by that. Otherwise, there's hustle and bustle from the area where they obviously were camping and the boat going onto this dock. And it's a big kind of stone dock that just reaches, 15 feet into the river where the ship is shored up.
Veit will look at Manny and Fenris just to make sure they're seeing this. This is real, right? Yes, this is real. Yes.
Yes, you have doubts that it's real?
Yes. But yes.
Yes, but yes.
It's real.
Yes.
I don't know. Usually when I'm dreaming, I pinch myself a couple times. You could try it.
I'm not pinching you, Fenris.
Oh, pinch yourself.
Trust in your instincts, my friend. You see just fine.
We are the three amigos.
Do we just ask if we can ride boat? I have no money.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
yes.
don't really have much of anything.
Humanoids are friendly, aren't they?
Well, present company excluded, maybe.
Yes. All right.
Yeah, not everybody has to like you. Not everybody has taste.
You are likable, Manny. Maybe you ask them.
I'm likable. You think I'm likable?
You are very likable. Friend.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, brother. Oh, I don't think I've ever heard you compliment me the whole time we've known each other.
I thought I might have to kill you.
I can't blame you for that.
There's still time left, Veit.
We're free now.
Yes.
That means you can kill him if you want. I'm just saying, putting it out there. Can do whatever we want now. We're free men.
Well, we have to give it a try. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. So, here I go.
Yes, don't kill them. Unless they try to kill us.
Well, that's not quite as fun, but free labor's free labor and free supplies are free supplies, so I suppose you could try to talk to him first. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, you watch me, see how it's done.
Yeah. I'll
Veit will follow along with Manny and be keeping an eye on Fenris.
Good idea.
All right, what do we got here? I like this guy's hat. I like this guy's Fenris, there's a nice variety of pants down here. You should take a look.
You can't cage the beast.
Well, not a big fan of pants myself.
See if I can find a kilt. Or a variety of animal skins. For the viewers at home, there is a long tunic. It's not just bits in the wind. All right, there's.
Yeah. You're not hanging dong.
No,
this
it's
is
tasteful.
PG-13.
Yeah,
Just
in case you were wondering.
All right, so Manny has confidently just taken the cue to walk up and talk to somebody at the dock.
All right.
What happens?
So you walk up.
Followed by sullen Veit kind of following along with him as help.
Are you right with them, or are you keeping your distance a little bit, or like
Me?
where is it? Yeah, in proximity to
Manny?
who's
Yeah, I'm like a couple feet behind him.
Okay.
So
right there.
Manny, Veit.
Okay. And Fenris.
Yeah, I'm hanging back a bit. I'm not quite a likable bloke, so
Nonchalantly scoping out the goods.
pretty much seeing what I can put in my pocket.
Totally not suspiciously.
No, no.
All right. So, of the three who all have varying degrees of disorders and whatever, we'll just say the personality who can talk is going to step forward in this moment, while the others subside a little. So Manny, you walk forward and you see in front of you. I mean, you see a scattered group of there's several humans. There's a dwarf. There's halfling. There's half orc. But the one that definitely grabs your attention the most. There is a woman. Looks to be like an elf of some sort. She has long, straight brown hair and really brilliant blue eyes. Very soft, like tanned skin, but has a hue of like almost a golden quality to it, which would immediately start to give off the tone of like she's probably a wood elf. She's tall, skinny, very, very attractive. Has some tattoos on down the side of her face. A lot of like kind of just filigree of tribal type stuff. But on the tip of her nose, she actually has like almost the face of like a impish demon right on the tip of her nose.
She's cool.
And she's she has kind of just some earrings in one ear. And just a very plain kind of just, whitish tunic shirt, leatherish pants, high up to the knee, like that swashbuckler boots. And just turns and looks at you. She's just looking over, some parchment and stuff and looks in your direction. Can I help you?
Yeah, it's a great day today, don't you agree? Wonderful work you got here. Nice campsite. I like the work everyone's doing. Your outfit is just darling. I love it. Your tattoos are very interesting. You look like a very intelligent person. So we have I hope you could help us out type of question to ask of you now. What do you think?
Roll me a persuasion with disadvantage right off the bat. Just that opening, which started off strong, but then it got weird.
That might be the best we do. We might be walking to Dragon Locke. Yeah, he is the face.
The face is talking.
And Manny just taps Veit. See, You just gotta be brave, even if you're not. Just pretend to be brave. Believe it, and you receive it. So disadvantage 11.
11. Okay. She kind of, for a silent moment, is watching you. Kind of looks back to the camp that's almost completely stricken, and it thinks, I guess, how can I help you? You're kind of looks behind you on the path. I'll be honest, you took me a little off guard. I'm not sure why you're here, other than have you been spying on my camp, or we're just simple folk just trying to make an honest living on the river. You don't have to. Are you bandits? Is that what you are?
Oh, no such thing. And you're not simple folk. You're amazing. Look at you. You're doing good work. You're out there making a living. Good for you. Good work.
Viet will be sweating a little bit at this point.
Fair.
So
And looking at all these people and starting to back away just a little bit. He's starting to look a little uncomfortable.
We're just traveling, and we know where we need to get. We don't know exactly how we're going to get there.
We know where we want to get. So kind of looks at you a little suspiciously and just, so where is it we want to go there, friend?
Veit, Dragon Locke, is that right?
Yeah, Dragon Locke.
Dragon Locke, yeah.
All right. Do you have money?
Money. Yeah, do we have money?
We do charter, take passengers or commerce on board, transporting here and there. We're not, we actually are just coming from upriver from Dragon Locke. We're heading down to River Toll, but then we'll be obviously going back up to Dragon Locke.
No money. Work. We can work.
Speak for yourself.
Work sounds good. Nothing makes a day good like a day of good work. Yes.
As you say that, Manny, she just kind of, okay, so you want to work for travel? You ever served on a boat or a ship before?
I've traveled on boats to get where I needed to go. But I've found in my days that, not many people who can't put a minotaur to good use.
A minotaur, do you say? I would not have guessed you'd be a minotaur. That surprises me to my core. I'm sure you're strong enough. Roll me another persuasion.
6.
6. Perfect. Roll. What's your passive perception there, Manny? Everybody, tell me your passive perceptions.
14.
That's a good question.
18.
It's a 14.
Veit, roll me a perception check. I should say disadvantage with that roll that Manny made, but
Natural 1.
perfect. So as Manny is negotiating, you see her kind of lean back and say something to one of the people who has been standing next to her, kind of waiting because they were in the middle of a conversation. Then you all, walked up, and you see just the slightest, most welcoming smile. And yeah, we could take you on. Like I said, you want to go to Dragon Locke. We'll take you. We're going downriver though first. We've got a whole ship full of trade down to Rivertoe, resupplying them. After we go down there, spend a little time seeing if we could drum up any business. We'll be heading right back upriver, and we're going to Dragon Locke. Granted, it'll take you a little bit longer than if you walked, but you'll be safe. Not too many creatures and all that deal with things on the river. And you work hard, you'll get a full belly at all times. And even a little coin I'll put in your pocket before you leave if you're willing to work.
Well, what could be better than that?
I go with you.
It is a good day, Veit.
Yes.
You see, just be happy. It gets you what you want every time.
To Dragon Locke, yes.
And it's just looks a little confused for a split second, and then like, Veit? Yes. Minotaur strong.
Veit strong too.
Veit
Work hard.
strong. Minotaur
hard.
strong. Yeah.
Fenris, Veit strong.
Yeah, man, not so much.
You see the crew member behind is just like smiling, like with that perception, like a dumb idiot, just like, yeah, this is the greatest thing ever, you know. And why don't you come on board? Grab one of those sacks and start just joining in. You'll pick up the ropes pretty quick. People will tell you what to do when you need to do it.
I get my own task right away?
Oh, of course. Anything for Veit strong, Minotaur strong, and Fenris not so. But we'll figure out the how to figure you out completely later. So right now, grab. We want to set sail here pretty quick.
Yeah, Fenris found some rations and is lounging in one of the smaller boats, eating.
There's one boat, one ship. So you just make your way on deck and find a comfy spot. You're sitting in like some coils of rope.
Yeah, he's straight chilling.
Yeah.
Veit will pick up a sack and start trying to figure out what's going on and loading
Sounds
up.
perfect.
Yep.
All right.
So, what do you think, Veit? We did it, buddy.
We're going wrong way to start, but Dragon Locke, yes.
Yes.
And coin,
You know,
which will help.
good outlook. And we get to occupy ourselves with good work the whole time. Lucky us. You know that whole when life gives you lemons thing. Oh, maybe you don't. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, right?
What is lemon sour? Lemons is sour things. I think I remember lemons.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, just also remember if life gives you melons, maybe you can't read so good. It's a good day.
So you set sail, heading downriver, south. I know. I love Manny.
God.
Just for notes, if anybody cares, because you would have figured this out eventually.
Yeah.
The captain is Atel Orina. Captain.
Good name.
That's her name? Is Tel Arena?
Atel Orina. Captain Atel Orina.
Okay. Tel Arena. Okay.
If you want the actual spelling, it's ATIEL ORRINA.
It's okay. I'll butcher it later.
Fair. So yeah, you set sail, or mostly rowing, but there's windier days on the river, and current helps because it's all heading downriver. So sales work. So for the next month and a half, good timing with that. I don't know if you meant that.
I did.
Okay.
A month and a half.
Yeah, it's a big continent.
Oh yeah, it's a big continent, and these pirates are taking you for all you're worth. They think you're simple.
The temperature as you get, after about a month, and it's not like steady pace. It's like there are occasional docks along the way where they purposely stop, spend a day or so, leave advertisement type thing of when they think they'll be back. And it's a kind of a trade system along there of like, that's how they drum up business just for, with as large as the wilderness is out here, where it's like, these are places where people know who don't have businesses in cities can count on, all right, this is how I can send some stuff up north, that type of thing. So it's kind of this constant travel, pause, travel, pause, that kind of thing. The distance you're going, if it was a nonstop thing, it'd be probably about 3 weeks. So about a month and a half.
River rats.
Yeah.
We get to be outside. We get to work outside. We're not stuck behind desks.
So let's make 3 different checks. Everybody makes the checks.
Right.
So how about just an athletics for just hauling ropes, helping with oars, hoisting the mains. Yeah, you're gonna roll. You're gonna roll. You're gonna roll.
Can I roll deception?
Yes.
Actually?
Yeah, there's obviously that shitty worker who doesn't do their job but makes it look like it.
Yeah, that's Fenris. He's like, I'm not doing any of this. I'm a free man for a reason.
Veit rolled a natural 1 plus 7 is an 8.
I got a dirty 20.
Apparently, maybe Veit's a little seasick. River
15
sick.
for Manny.
15 for Manny. So we've got 2 extremes almost, and 1 confidently good. So over the course of some of this travel, actually, you know what?
No,
roll
Veit's
me
sunburned.
Roll me. Good idea. Roll me a con save, everyone. You haven't been in this much sun in a while. We've talked about red pants. We've talked.
Yeah. I mean, Pearly Whites ain't so pearly no more.
14.
Constitution. Well, I'm lucky I'm really good at that. That's a 15.
7.
7. All right. And then last, roll me an intelligence check, everyone.
Oh, I'm not quite so good at that one. All right.
Oh, that's bizarre.
Nat 20!
Nice.
15.
17 somehow.
Okay. So, over the course of this journey, you have acclimated yourself with the crew enough that they don't seem to bother any of you much. Like, they ask you occasionally to help out here and there, but it's always really simple tasks. And maybe it's the fact that you're either really bad at them
Yeah.
or you're so amazing at making it look like you're bad at them that for the most part, like, they kind of leave you alone. Other than like, hey, could you just haul that rope or like coil that up, or like, hey, anchor, could you just bring the anchor in? And it's like, right. And there's kind of this weird kind of both, like, because here's the thing. You also have Manny, who's in there, who is just this charismatic, weird person, which some people especially during the shitty, crappy, hot during the day. It's almost like someone's, starting a song on board where it's just like there's someone to chuckle at. There's someone to kind of like, hey, yeah, that's funny, But then there's the other side of it of, crappy work, whether it be honest or dishonest. But I will say, over the course of this, you will have picked up enough about this ship that it's like, whether or not you're doing a good job or faking it or whatever you want to call it, you're starting to pick up at least on what's supposed to happen. Like, morning, this is done, this is done, that rope does that. The basics. I wouldn't call you by any means a sailor. But you've read a book or two, you've seen some pictures, and you've seen some diagrams of like, nope, that rope goes up there, there. Do you pull it? Yes, but I don't know why or when. But I know if you pull it, that thing happens. That kind of, education. So, over the course of that month and a half, you've I wouldn't say you've made friends, but you've entertained some people, but most of them tend to keep their distance.
Can we make them feel better about themselves?
There are a few, especially during the hot middle of the day, that you're confident that you at least brought a little joy to their day. You make your way to Rivertoe. Rivertoe, you know what? Let's just do that real quick. I'm going to bring up the map. I'm going to share that real quick.
I'm going to stand by, just in case.
Are you expecting my computer to crash?
No.
We're worried about the tabs you've got open. We're not worried about... I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Sunburn recipes.
I enjoyed the character.
That's nice, Mick. That's very nice, Mick.
No matter how you feel, get up, dress up, show up, and never give up.
Pearls of wisdom.
It's a good day.
It's a good day to die. Right. I am sharing.
Who said that? I like your optimism.
All right. This is where we started and came out of.
Yeah.
You've made your way all the way to here, to the docks and bridge.
Well, we were so close.
Yeah. Well, this is like
tuning fork.
You found a body of water. You've now traveled all the way down here.
I'm getting more angry the further down you go. To
Rivertoe. I'll zoom out so you can really see the scope.
Yeah, it's probably the best. Oh.
Here to here.
We were right. I'm gonna give myself an aneurysm.
That I gotta say, your disdain tastes delicious.
I'm so sure.
Good year. So you arrive in Rivertoe. It has that, as you saw, kind of bend in the river where it kind of is half artificial, where it looks like it was kind of dug in a long time ago to make this little side passage for the river. It's a large town.
It's the scenic route. This was the scenic route to Dragon Locke.
Scenic route. Okay.
You made some money. You made some money.
Let's go around the whole
Assuming we actually do get paid at the end of this, yes.
We won't. Throw us overboard more like.
Sell us into the fighting pits.
To River Toe. You get there very quickly at the docks. It's a very standard kind of fantasy, large town. There's wooden docks shored up very quickly. Captain Attell disembarks and starts to talk to at the the dock master, and comes back, talks to our quartermaster, and orders are issued to start bringing off the crates that are meant to be here, and some money is exchanged, and she kind of gives everybody some gold. So as getting off the boat, y'all, and you can see she kind of gives for like a stipend. This is not a full, pay. It's, we're here. Enjoy yourself. And she gives everybody some gold. As you make your way onto the dock and kind of walk up, not sure if you're going to get a stipend, but like, eh? She kind of looks at you and then puts in your hand 10 gold. And she's like...
Each?
No.
Okay.
Who's first?
We're letting Manny... Manny's doing such a great job leading us at this point.
Yeah, the face. So she puts in your hand, she's like, that should take care of you. Take care of you, or all of you, I guess.
Wow.
There's an inn not too far. Go to the end of this road, first right. There's an inn. The Twitching Goat's Tail Inn.
Goat's Tail Inn.
What?
Nothing.
I can get inspiration.
I love it. I was about to scream and go in, and I was hoping. And you know what? Maybe it'll still happen. Maybe.
I'm not. No one's writing my campaign for me, no matter how much I like the idea. I have to adopt things.
That's true. That's true. That's quite true. Quite right, indeed. All right, so let's get a drink. That's what I want to do.
That's what I want to do.
I want to get a drink. I want to get 3 drinks, and then I want to get 3 more drinks, and then I want to sleep underneath a table. That's what I want to do.
Manny, you got the money, right?
I have the money.
That's smart.
All right, you make your way to the Twitching Goat's Tail Inn. It's a very rustic bar. On the roof, it's not thatch, it's grass.
Okay.
And there is a goat chained to the roof that is grazing on the grass.
Hey, goat! Is that good grass? Yeah, do you speak goat?
No goat.
Well, maybe
You can do anything if you put your mind to it, Manny. Keep trying.
I suppose we should go inside and see what they have to eat there.
Oh, you should ask him what his favorite color is.
The goat?
Yeah.
Goat! He's ignoring me.
I don't know if goats spit, but
This one does.
Things are different last 10 years, I guess. We didn't have goats on the roof last time. Veit will just kind of give Manny a little bit of a gentle push towards the door. Fenris is thirsty. Fenris is thirsty.
Manny's still considering that grass, though.
You know, I'm going to give you a reality sidebar with that recent addition, inspiration to the world of the goat bars. It did remind me of a restaurant I went to in Wisconsin with family when I was a wee child. It was like a pancake type house. Everything was made with goat's milk. But of the restaurant, and I want to say it was up by Green Bay, it was called the Goat House, and the roof was grass, and there were goats on the roof of the restaurant, and everything was made with goat's milk. And so it felt right to take that thing and put it for...
I cannot imagine the smell of that building.
That wasn't a noticeable thing, so I'm assuming it was very segregated, that roof access.
The steep
to the
roof,
restaurant.
it just kind of steep angle, it just kind of...
But it was
Right by the
grass,
hospital.
and there was goats on the roof, and it was in the middle of a town.
We
So it
totally
was like,
believe you, Scott.
Yeah.
We're not the crazy ones in this episode.
somebody Google this. It's the internet. It's there somewhere.
We're not
All
the
right, well, we're all
lunatic escape
vaccinated. We're going to the
prisoners.
goat house.
We're
The-
not the lunatic. Yes.
Party
and
adventure.
if it's not, I guess this is an original idea that I didn't steal and adopt
No.
from something else.
You have
So
to
I'll
take
take
us
it.
Gotta take us there. I'm Googling it right now.
Oh, wait,
Tell me
Veit,
if I
did
find. I think
did
Green
you hear
Bay
the goat
area.
just talk? I think it told me to Google.
Ogle the goat.
This is a cottage. I'll look more at this later. Found a bee of
Huge pancakes. Okay. So anyway, you make your way in. It's very rustic, very,
Maybe we do.
simple. You're all I just how do they bring the goat in when it's raining? I mean,
This is like the Sheep in a Jeep series. The sheep go out to eat.
all right. So there's this
Way to throw us all off.
I know I did it to us. I didn't even fully describe what needed to be said. That goat threw me off too. So you're inside. Very quickly, you'll see the patrons inside. Some of the crew that you've been milling around with for the better part of a month and a half. Getting drinks, getting food. You see the main kind of innkeeper, bar keep, whatever, is a female dwarf. She has long, straight blonde hair, green eyes, very rough skin, very, stocky, but for a dwarf, but slender for a dwarf build, tall for a dwarf, like 4'3", has a very kind of slender face. Like as you are here, you hear her voice, like lower tone to it. And she's kind of haggling back and forth, especially with the members of the crew who've come in here who are trying to get drinks and all kinds of stuff. And very quickly you can hear she's haggling prices with them as they're like, I'll give you this for the, like, I'm going to need a little bit more for that. I'll give you this for that, even though this is just a bar that normally set prices, you'd think there's haggling going on immediately. There is
We're not
seems
going to do well here.
there's a fireplace off on the side that has just kind of a older man sitting next to it who looks like he has like a little drum, like 2 drums sitting next to him. Looks like maybe he might be entertainment occasionally, but he looks like he's more of like a set piece than a act. But yeah, very quickly you can find a table and sit, kind of as on the ship, kind of everybody gives you a comfortable wide berth.
I found the goat restaurant. That's all.
You found it?
We're going.
You found it, though.
I found it. It's
The
real.
goat house.
I'm shocked.
I told you it was.
I did not believe you. But anyway, we're in a tavern. It's fantasy time, but I want those pancakes.
They're huge square pancakes, right?
Well, yeah.
Over the circle plates, square pancakes that go over the edges. Yeah.
It's a good time to point out that goat cheese and I don't get along.
Well,
Take some lactate.
It'll be a long ride home, everybody.
I think Manny will just try to interject into the bartering. Hey, come on, crew. She's doing really good work here. She needs to be remunerated the full value of her work. If you feel like you don't have enough, maybe it's something you need to take up with your captain.
He's going to get us kicked off.
Not being given the full value of your work there. Something to think about. Miss, do you have any vegetarian dishes?
Viet's just going to be smelling the food. Just smelling the hot food.
It smells amazing. It's very warm, like lots of breads and meats that are cooking, lots of hops, and yeah, it's a very warm and rich smell in here. And she kind of smiles and she's like, "Hey, listen to your friend over there. Your crewmate is telling you, take what deals I give you and be happy with it." Your captain, kind of like a quizzical look of like, "Are you the captain?" You know.
No, I'm just the agitator. I mean the. I'm helping out. Can't hear you.
You hit the button.
Sorry. She looks at you and is like, "Well, let me see what I can do for you. Why don't you come up here?" Up at the bar.
Thank you. It's very delightful. You keep a nice place here. You obviously do good work. You should be proud.
Oh,
I thank you. I try. So what can I do for you?
Well, me and my immediate friends here, we're hungry and thirsty.
Well, that's a good. I have plenty of food and plenty of drinks to fill even the biggest bellies.
I take that as a challenge.
So I couldn't help notice a goat on the roof. Is the grass on the roof of particularly high quality?
Oh, the highest quality. That goat has come from the cliffs above here, River Toe. Survived up there for as long as anyone can, you'd think. But hearty, that goat is. Gives the best milk I have ever had in all my days, which is why for all of my dishes that require it, that goat has been specially fed, specially treated, which is why all of my dishes are the best here.
Well, that sounds like a good recommendation. The goat himself, he didn't give me much of a rating or an evaluation. Maybe you should talk to him about that.
Oh, Charlie, he can be a fickle one. He knows how good his milk is, so he can be a little rude sometimes. He didn't spit on you, did he?
Oh, no.
Oh, well, that's how he says he likes you.
Oh.
In the distance, you hear bullshit.
No, I'm a little put off about that, I guess. He may have good taste in grass, but not good taste in people.
Well, the grass, if I must say, that was actually transported up from the old Scouts Tower up in the cliffs. That's where I found him. Granted, I know I hired extra, people involved. It's, old haunted Cliffs Tower. But still, all no expense was spared to bring down the grass for him to feast upon every day on Mirov.
River Toe, Haunted Tower. Would Veit have recognized that story at all?
Oh, roll me a history check with disadvantage for just, the fact of the last 10 years.
An 11 and a natural 20.
Oh,
history minus another 2, so 9.
9.
Not something that my crew did.
Off the top of your head, no. But
Or not a job that we had been eyeing anyway.
no. But I will say, maybe for the simple fact of maybe how long you've been outside of the world. Like nothing recognizable, no stories you've heard, but still something about it is like haunted tower. What? Like maybe that old life, that old you from way back, the echoes,
which is immediately chased by, oh yeah, they're all dead. Veit will go sit down at a table next to the fire.
All right.
Manny will see what his friends get. And if it starts getting too expensive, maybe he'll just saunter out the door and sample some grass.
I'll have your cheapest and your strongest spirit, please. Quick as you like, 3 at a time if you can.
Though I don't know if it was the accent. Say that one more time. One more.
I'll have 3 of your strongest spirit, please. 3 at a time if you can, quick as you like.
Okay. I heard something slightly different. Something about grass actually was in there. She'll like coming right up. No problem. And she'll bring 3 drinks, set them right down in the middle of the table, and she's like, 3 right at once, not a problem, but pace yourself now. Happy to get more.
Yeah.
Let me know.
I made a good stock, you gotta prime the beast, as I like to say.
Well, if getting us more makes you happy, then please. We'll take more.
Priming the beast, do you say?
Yeah, you gotta shock your liver with 3 at a time, and then you'll ride it for the rest of the night. It's an old trick I learned back in the day.
Roll me just a charisma check.
Good, I'm really bad at that. I have a -2 charisma.
So if it's good, that means it's meant to happen.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. And also that is something that a frat boy told me in college, and I didn't believe him.
Shocking.
Right, that is a 12.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, I have a +2. Just kidding, 14.
I thought you said -2.
I thought I did.
Okay.
Woo!
Messenger. But yes, absolutely. You say your spiel with the drink, and she kind of, you see her kind of like, maybe that's some good advice. I'll keep an eye on you. Whenever you need a refill, I'll bring another trio, and we can see what happens.
Great, thank you. Hey, I've got a quick question for you.
What, dear?
The tower you mentioned, right? Yeah,
where we got the grass. Yeah.
Yeah. Quick question. Is there anything going about there these days? I know you said it was haunted or what have you, but
yes, but mostly kind of old wives' tales.
like what?
Well, weird things, weird clanking in the night. Like people who go up in there. It's most of a day's hike up there. But with where it is, on the right night, when everything's quiet, they say you can hear clanking like the forging of an anvil. And
you never heard that, did you?
Me personally, I've never actually gone up there. I've only sent people up in that direction. They found the goat, and
Okay.
But
right.
I've heard things. People go exploring, and they're looking for riches. and never are heard of again. I have heard people talk about old crazy man who camps up there. I've heard lots of stories, but me personally, I don't go up that far. I stay right here in my inn.
You know, I like a woman with a lot of sense. But if you could let me know the vague direction we'd need to go over there, I can't help but say it's piqued my interest.
I mean, you walk out the door, look to the northwest, you'll see the cliff, you'll see the tower. I mean, it's mostly, it's not that far away. It's just a good hike finding the trail. But you can see it right here. It's should be, it's like 4, 5 o'clock, at this point, where it's like, it's plain as day if you go out on the street there.
Okay.
Veit will be perking up a little bit at this point.
Maybe we'll find you another goat while we're out there, eh?
You find me another goat, I'll take special care of you.
Oh. He blushes.
Red all over.
I think at this point, he's got some sort of fashionable belt. Still not pants. You can't cage the beast. But he's got something that's a bit more
parachute pants,
secure.
Maybe.
It's like a sarong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Made out of some like canvas from the ship.
Fair.
Very stylish.
Ironically, no one seems to be put off by it. So maybe it's just that stylish.
These calves are delicious, I'm telling you. Years of it being imprisoned, he is cut. Abs, leg muscles.
Yeah, I personally have wanted to do the prison diet, but I don't have it in me.
He's a style icon.
Perfect.
Boys, I've got this feeling in my gut here that
Did you drink 3 at once?
no, not that kind of feeling. That's a good feeling. Could be the spirit talking, and maybe after 3 more I'll want to go right away. But I'm thinking maybe we could pay this old tower a visit.
Veit will just kind of shrug.
And you all know that it's like you're docked here probably for the next couple dates.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those transit points before you head back north.
Sounds like there's some good eating there. I'm in.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Take from the roof and just, this is a good year.
We'd be careful, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, with you two by my side, I can't say we'd get into too much trouble. Yeah, you keep me in check.
Yeah, we had my entire crew, my family, and we got into trouble at the last one.
Last tower?
Alan Dole.
Yeah. Well.
Well, this is the next chapter. Don't ruin a good today by thinking about a bad yesterday.
You can see Veit is very as anxious and nervous, but also kind of like, I mean, that was his job for 50 years, was this raiding, grave robbing, and old sites. So, right, he's
a mixed bag of emotions of like
getting back in the saddle, or should he be walking away from this, but he'll just kind of stay quiet, but he'll nod and he'll kind of like appear that he's willing to go with these two anyway.
Okay.
Right.
Are you going now, or are you going to like first thing in the morning?
3 more drinks. 3 more drinks.
3 more. So it sounds like either after 3 more drinks or probably first thing in the morning.
Yeah,
I mean,
3 more drinks.
I don't know. Our time sense is probably still all screwed up. So plus, if we were taking a night shift or anything on the boat.
All right. For the simple fact of 3 more drinks, Fenris.
Yeah.
I want you to roll me. You know what? Let's go with a D12 because between now and morning is about when you should, like when you're gonna go. So
How hungover is Fenris?
So, yeah. How much drinking, or like from now, when do you leave? How many hours? So roll me a d12 there, Fenris.
Okay, all right. That's an 8.
8. Okay. So you
And
do
I arm
some...
wrestle everyone in that tavern.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Everyone. All right. Roll me 5 strength checks.
Great.
As I describe some of this rest of the scene, hold those numbers. So as the night goes on, drinking is imbibed. I mean,
Yeah,
you
we'll
all
probably
get
stick to
kinda-
1.
yeah, you absolutely stick to 1. Manny, what's your feelings on what you stick to?
Manny has well, we got this. We're eager to go discover the tower. We've got Veit, who's got the skills. Your vibe attracts your tribe, so he's motivated to drink right along with Fenris.
Perfect.
He needs larger flagons, though.
Large. Oh, makes sense.
Yes.
Right. What are those strength checks?
Okay. It's a 20. Dirty 20. 25. 8. 21. And another 25.
All right. So there is this montage, if you remember the like flashing scenes of like at the end of like The Hangover when they find the phone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
With crew and arm wrestling. You arm wrestle the goat at one point somehow, like head to head, like all kinds of shenanigans.
Who wins?
That's the 8. The goat totally wins. That's where you're like headbutt wrestling, like where it's just
Goat.
pushing against foreheads.
Cheated.
Yeah. You try, that was Manny, and you tried to sprinkle some of the grass in front of him to get him to push a little harder. But yeah, an epic night.
Yes, let's keep it going. Give it all you got while we have a chance.
Yeah, you're enjoying life and this freedom. And you end up falling asleep and waking up, passing out and waking up at the bar.
Oh, not under the table like Fenris is aiming for? Oh, sorry.
You are
Can't get everything.
100% laying on the bar, and you have one of like the rugs from the front door draped across you. Yeah. Oh, it's not dry. And you wake up a little hungover, a little better and worse for wear. And kind of you wake up with that cotton mouth, and just the first conversation of the morning is just, we gotta check out the cliff tower, right? Yeah, let's go. And like you just take, a stale cup as you're walking out, just hair of the dog,
Oh, yeah.
and you make your way. Takes several, well, in the state you're in, several hours. You did not get a full rest. You're a little hungover, a little worse for wear by the time you get up there, but you're definitely not in dire straits. You're near a town. You just had a really epic night. You get up there, and Veit in particular, roll me a history check with advantage.
Six.
Awesome. As you get to the tower, you can see there is some rough construction that was on the outside of this tower. Things added to it.
Oh,
that are in disrepair.
Was that my stone cutting check?
A little bit, yeah.
That you've warned me to never use.
Never.
I think that was the first thing Scott told us when we all started, before we all started killing, was that if we ever made him describe a stone cutting check, he would kick us out and kill our character.
in abuse, not just and
I
this
don't
is
know.
you didn't do it, I did it. So
All right.
it's okay when I do it. Stop it. So from the outside of this tower, you see there have been like kind of the equivalent of like an old watchtower that was kind of added onto it with wood and stuff like that. You can even with the 6, tell it's in a very like decades have gone by since anyone has really tried even to do upkeep here. You're not sure of the age of this tower, but very quickly you'll get the sense of it is old. It has been here for a very long time, but without understanding how whatever, this tower, for as old as it feels, should not be in the state it is, even as kind of dilapidated as it looks.
And Veit will be explaining this to his hungover friends who don't care probably, but yes.
Manny, the grass is so green.
Good job, Veit. You're very smart about these things.
All right. So as you make your way up there, and the greenest grass, think of just Ireland, the Highlands, just you see there is kind of a crack of a doorway that looks like it might have been a fabricated doorway inside this tower. There is no door, but it has the kind of semblance of an after the fact, not part of the original construction, doorway in a crack that has been kind of somewhat resupported, by like wood and stuff.
And Manny, while he's sampling the grass, just uses magic awareness to see if there's anything up with that tower entrance.
Sure, absolutely. By the way, at this point, when you left most of a day's travel, it's probably like 5, 6 o'clock at night. You've spent a good day kind of not in a hurry making your way on this trail up here.
Foraging. Yep.
Yeah.
Trying to get Fenris to eat something.
So magic awareness doesn't specifically have a roll associated with it. So what would you like?
Make me an Arcana check with advantage, just for that magical awareness.
Okay. With advantage is at 11.
Okay. You do get the sense that there is a non-specific energy within the tower of magic, but it's not like it's any kind of from the tower or wardings or any you get the sense there is kind of a little blip deeper inside, but not that there's anything that is focused on the doorway, which is kind of where you were looking and kind of focusing your attention. It's kind of anything you pick up is beyond.
Well, I don't know if it's haunted, but I can tell there's something peculiar inside.
Wait here a moment. I will scout. That was my job.
Okay. I'll be eating grass.
And Veit will do a
little roughage.
Veit will do a loop around and be listening and watching and looking for tracks and trying to be quiet.
Okay. First, roll me a stealth check then. Trying to be quiet.
That'd be a 24.
24. Good. Now roll me a perception check.
That would be a 23.
Very nice. So you quietly make your way kind of a perimeter around the tower. Some of it you can't really go because some of the tower actually literally goes to the edge of the cliff where you could make your way around, but stealth wouldn't be an option there. That's kind of traversing an edge. But you make a circuit kind of around it. Doesn't look like anyone's been here for a while. It very much looks abandoned. As you're quietly moving through, in the beginning of while you're quietly moving around, and especially when you're doubling back, you can hear Manny and Fenris talking and just their conversation that they would have.
Fenris, I really admire your perseverance, how you rally from a rough night. You're relentless. I admire that.
Oh, rallying, that's funny. No, I took a few more shots before we left. I'm about where I was last night, actually. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great day, Manny. I can just feel it.
Wonderful.
Nice.
As Veit, you kind of move past that, just kind of shaking your head and just internally smiling to yourself. I'm just like, oh God. You make your way around, and as you come back, and you haven't seen, it's like sun is starting to set. It's been dark on the inside. There's no movement. There's no nothing.
There's no tracks leading up to it or anything, bare or otherwise. Okay.
Looks very abandoned. You can just see the peak of inside. It looks like it is just like, it's not like a room with stairs and stuff like that. Just from what you've looked around from the edges and stuff like that, it looks like the equivalent of just like the tower, and then there's the inside.
Okay.
One wall. You can't see 100%. Looks like there's some stone shape in the middle, but from here you're not sure.
Well,
are you going to go further in?
Sheath the warhammer. Make sure he's got a shield and that the buckle on his shield is good, and he'll take a rock and he'll just kind of fling a rock over towards Manny and Fenris. Not trying to hit them, but just get their attention and like.
Hey, Fenris, this rock got my attention.
Yeah.
You rolled really high on stealth, by the way.
Well, they say where there's rocks, there's trouble. So I haven't seen Veit in a while. Maybe we should go try and check on him or figure out where the hell he's gone to.
Throw another rock.
This one does hit Manny.
Hey, nice throw.
All right. We got. Yeah, I put the pieces together.
Once again, I'm thinking Three Amigos. Just that. Up here, look up.
If that, even if that coordinated.
We wait for the ball.
Hey guys!
But stealthy.
Yeah.
Where are all these rocks coming from?
The tower is falling. The tower is falling.
Run! Jump off the cliff.
We gotta get Veit. All right. Yeah, I bring Manny over to. It's hard to get out of your accent when you start doing it. I bring Manny with me towards the rough area of where the stone was projected towards us.
As they're coming, as I see that they're coming, then I will slip inside quietly and do that lead person, right? So if something goes wrong, I can give them a yell and they'll be on their way. But
make me a will saving throw.
A will saving throw.
Or wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw. Thank you.
Every now and then, 4th edition bleeds into.
That'd be a 14.
14. Okay. As you kind of slip inside, it's a very bare interior. In the middle, there is a stone, circular. Make me a history check with advantage. Yes, it's that thing, but don't make it obvious.
Be an 8.
8. Okay. As you make your way inside, you see the stone, and it has Dwarven on it.
Okay.
But
the runes.
Very not like written speech. Ruins is perfect for it's like a circle of ruins around the inside of this large, like think a cover stone type of, and
okay.
and it's like otherwise it's the middle of just an empty tower, no stairs, no nothing going up, and there is this cover stone and these ruins that, as the light in here is not present because of the lights far enough down, there is the slightest glow to these ruins. And yet you can't hear it, but you feel almost a thrum, like a heartbeat. And Manny and Fenris then kind of start making their way through the doorway, looking still for you. But this is the direction of the rocks.
Is there anything? So, do I recognize these runes as any kind of arcane sigils or warnings, or anything in any of our grave robbing and our heists and does that look at all familiar? Do I recognize any of the combinations?
Are you trained in Arcana?
I am proficient in Arcana. I have a +1. Everything that I've picked up from my buddy.
Yeah. Quincy,
yes, thank you.
Roll me
stuff as he's talking a mile a minute, and I'm absorbing about 1% of it.
You can either roll me an Arcana check flat or a history check with advantage.
I will totally roll an Arcana check flat. My history is a -2.
I understand, but advantage,
I've been rolling advantage on all my stone cutting checks to date.
That's why you're getting it wrong. This isn't stone cutting. It's stone history.
It's a 3.
Stone doesn't work like trees with rings.
It's a 3.
A 3?
3.
Okay. Looking at them, nothing is coming to mind of like what this could mean or symbolize or anything.
I'll call out to them as they're coming towards us and just be careful. There is a heartbeat thing here.
Oh, what? Your heart's beating? Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Fenris, you can hear your heartbeat.
We only get so many heartbeats. Make them meaningful.
So it's a cover stone. It's something covering something else. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, it's about probably a 7 by 7 circle.
Oh, it's a big
stone.
Yeah. Okay. Manny, should we try moving it?
Is this the next rock you're going to throw at us?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for hitting you.
It's okay. It was a good shot.
It was a good shot.
You say move it? Yes, I'll try to move it.
I'll work with Manny and we'll try to move it.
All right. You can either roll separate or Manny advantage or Veit advantage, whoever's making the main roll.
I'll help too. I've got good strength.
So what are we doing? It's either advantage or it's separate rolls.
Manny, what's your strength?
No.
I'm just.
We're not doing that. I get it. Me too.
We've been in prison for 10 years. I'm just trying to figure. Am I stronger than Manny, or is Manny stronger than me? Is all I'm trying to judge.
Or are you all equally strong of spirit?
My strength is greater than any struggle.
All right. Advantage to Manny.
I don't want to help.
Advantage to Manny.
I can sometimes do that. I mean, come on. I allow a lot of table talk. Come on.
I'm just trying to estimate how strong he is compared to me.
I know. On a scale to 1 to 20, what would you consider your strength score?
My strength would be 19 on a 20. Almost as strong as one could be.
Yes. If there were some theoretical measurement by which we quantify strength, maybe from 1 to whatever. Okay, the strength roll with advantage was a 20, dirty 20.
All right. So you all kind of hunker down and start to try to move this, lifting it straight up. It does not want to be lifted. But after kind of pitching and moving around, you do manage to start to slide it. It is, even though it looks like regular stone, whatever stone this is, it is so heavy that just lifting it straight up is not a thing. But you are able to shift it to the side. And once you do, you immediately, Veit, get hit with the smell of like chimney smoke. But you do see very tight. Probably not for a dwarf, but for anybody else, it feels overly tight set of stairs that are carved in that ring kind of a going down circular staircase going down. Otherwise, like Veit, it just smells like a chimney stack, just immediately.
Lots of smoke. Some sort of chimney.
Hmm.
And Veit will just immediately slide down onto the stairs and worm his way down onto that and start. Is the cover all the way off?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You've slid it off to where it's pretty much uncovered.
All right. Well, Veit will go on scout again because, right? That's what he does. And he'll just go down, start walking down the stairs without even thinking about it.
Okay. You make your way down.
Just smelling trying to figure out how recent this smoke smell is. And it's just pent up over the ages, or if he can catch a whiff of if there's something else going on there.
You make your way down, sniffing and smelling, and just it almost stings your eyes at first, just with how potent it is. And as you make your way to the bottom, and it's a little, good travel down, a couple minutes. You get to the bottom, and that immediately that overwhelming smoke is gone. And you get to the bottom. The last part of it is literally just stairs that, like, where a roof or like the ceiling of a room, and stairs come down. And at the bottom of it, there is this just bare looking, almost think like a well, like a stone well in the middle of a town, but very carved, intricate, but old. That just looks like hasn't been used, hasn't been touched, but it's not a well. It's got a just sooty dirt and debris kind of refuse on the middle of it. But it doesn't smell like refuse or anything like that. Just like, if anything, it just smells like dust and, just old stale air, and this room, you can see there is broken pieces of wood here and there. Some look huge, might have like almost skeletal fragments of wood that have like cobwebs hanging down from sections. There are some chains that are hanging in the distance in the corner of the room that go into the ceiling and also through the floor that look like kind of like the pulley type chain. But beyond that, it just, looks aged. Nothing,
empty,
cobwebs hanging
nothing,
down. It's
no
empty.
traction.
Yep. And it's just a circular, large room.
Veit will
you do
yell up.
okay.
Veit will yell up that it is clear. There's no one down here.
Near the edge of that center stone circle, you do see this, and it's covered in all this cobwebs and dirt and grime and all this kind of just like almost like a shepherd's cane, but it's smaller, about foot and a half longish, not less than a foot away. It's just kind of right against the edge.
Okay.
Start
poking around, waiting for those two to come down, and he'll start blowing the dust off of some of this. And not blowing the dust, he'll kind of lightly brush it off. We don't want to get dust all over in here.
So as you, what were you saying there, Fenris?
I'm thinking that Fenris is very, very suspicious because we have spent enough time underground that anything outside of the open air right now is like suspect. So he's like watching where he steps. He's not touching anything. Nothing.
Oh, come on, Fenris. Veit did good work. This is his work. This is not yesterday. The misery of yesterday.
No, and a fine job he's been doing of investigating. I'm just saying that I spent at least over 25 years underground. So I'm not too, and I look around kind of at the ceiling and the walls. I'm not too keen to be down here again, even under fortunate circumstances. So I'll keep an eye out and I'll look around. I'll look with my beautiful, beautiful eyes, but I will not touch anything.
Well, I'm not going to worry about the things I can't control, but I have to respect your choices.
Thank you, Manny.
As you two come down and are having your back and forth, Veit, you are kind of poking around a little bit, and you kind of uncover that one shape that, as you uncover it,
thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you find it's a piece of metal.
Okay.
And as you blow off the dust and kind of poke around, it's got ruins in it, dwarven. And as you start to really carefully, uncover it and get a little excited, it's a crowbar, but it is beyond old. And like, think any fantasy game of like where you see like all the different weapons from all the different races, like if you played Skyrim, any of those things, and you see the elven version of a sword, and you see all the different versions. Think like an ancient dwarven, very angular crowbar. And as you kind of excitedly pick it up and start to, blow it off and clean it up a little bit and rub your, shirt on it and stuff like that, all of a sudden the entire room lights up. The middle stone circle is now alight with this blue fire, like a burning forge.
That's what I think.
You can see now that skeletal large wooden structure that was only barely any wood left is now a gigantic bellows with chains attached to it. You see off in one corner, there's all these tables with kind of like schematics, like in scrolls draped out on it. In another corner, you see there's a giant anvil made of almost looks like platinum, with all these runes etched into it and a golden hammer sitting atop of it. And then walking around, not paying you any mind, you see a dwarf. You're a dwarf, right? You know the difference, like, to make it an analogy that makes sense. You know what, in modern times, as we talk about what a Viking looks like, right? Mm-hmm. Could you imagine our interpretation of what a Viking looked like, and then all of a sudden you time traveled like in an instant and saw a real, no kidding, Viking? Mm-hmm. You see a dwarf and what a dwarf is compared to what you are. He has intricate beadwork and like all kind, like woven into his beard. He has tattoos in ruins all across his face. He's got those thick gauges in his earlobes. Wearing this beautiful, like golden silver embroidered tunic. He's got the fingerless gloves that have all this metallic stud and scale work on the back of it. And he's walking towards the forge, holding looks like an ingot, and just kind of mumbling to himself. And all of a sudden he stops and looks over towards you by the forge Do you see me?
You are real?
Are you real?
I think I am.
Aye, I think I am too.
Veit will hold out the crowbar. Is this yours? Yes?
Aye, I made that long ago. And he kind of walks a little bit close, still like, and he picks up the hammer and he looks like he's half defensive. And he just walks and like touches you. And he's like, holy crap. You're real. And he looks over your shoulder towards Manny and Fenris. I mean, you might be a dash crazy, but that probably makes a lot of sense. What are you doing here?
We came downstairs. Yes? Well, he's speaking Dwarvish. He's speaking Dwarvish?
Yeah,
All
he's
right,
100% Dwarvish.
So Veit would shift to Dwarvish and it wouldn't be the
Probably
the broken,
even not even knowing, yeah.
Yeah, without, it wouldn't be the broken common, but we came down the stairs. It was an old abandoned tower.
My chimney, yeah.
This is your chimney.
Well, I mean the stairs. This is a private forge.
We apologize for intruding, Master Smith.
Right. Yeah, we apologize. What do you want?
What the hell are you doing? Down here? What the?
I live down here.
You live down here. Well, 2 seconds ago it was an empty little place, so what the hell happened?
Well, we're all a little bit daft, so why can't it be this and that then?
I might be a bit pissed, but I still know that there's something up going on here. I think I'm going to be sick. Oh.
That's just the
Fenris.
three, back to comment. That's just the 3 drinks you had again.
Yeah.
It looks like the beginnings of whatever you want. Great opportunities are all around you. This is a lovely place you have here, Master Dwarf.
Aye. So, might I ask, why are you here?
We were exploring, Master.
Looters.
Tower was empty.
No, not the tower, chimney.
The chimney was empty.
There's
Right.
a tower on top of your chimney.
No, the chimney is the tower. It's just been a long time.
All right. Well, we came for your treasure, sir. We came because we got pissed at the bar, and then we said, well, let's go on an adventure. This one wanted to eat the grass outside, and then this one picked up your damn crowbar. So I'm asking you, I suppose, how the hell, what is going on here?
Oh, I'm dead.
Are we dead? Oh, man.
He kind of looks. Here, let me. He looks at you and he's like, I'm not sure. I mean, you're talking to me, aren't you? But that being respective, there are those who are a little more sensitive to other things.
Yeah, okay.
But you might be dead. I'll be honest. I'm not sure.
We fell down the stairs then.
You fell down?
Apparently.
Did you break my stairs?
Well, how else would we have died then?
I don't know. Nobody else has come down here to talk to me.
They say that people who come out here to explore and never heard from again, do they get trapped down here with you?
Well, never has everyone ever come down here. I mean, I've scared a few would-be away, but no one's ever actually come down.
Hell, it's gone. That barkeep, if I ever make it out of here, I'm having a word with that barkeep. Her information's right shoddy.
Veit will be, again, holding out the crowbar to him if he wants to take it. And is there anything?
He's like, what am I going to do with that? I'm not alive.
We can
Then why are you here?
Do for
What
you.
purpose you got
Hey,
here?
hey, keep your whatever they are to in check there.
My friends?
Right, friends. Never had much use of friends, I guess.
Oh, you're missing out. Friendship is magic.
Right. I mean, I'm dead and all, but I'll
But
pass.
look at you. Look at what you're capable of. All this potential. Talking to us. Who would have thought?
How's the dead
Definitely not me, to be honest.
Just keep thinking on the bright side. I think you'll do good.
You're dead. You run a forge down here?
Well, I didn't run the forge. I hid my forge.
Why?
Well, there was a lot of crazy things going on, a lot of bad creatures in the world. I was making things to, drive them back. I was planning on making a few items, weapons, things like that to help the last stand at Fort Locke. But unfortunately, I didn't make it, as you can see.
How long have you been dead?
I mean, it's been at least, a couple dozen probably. I'm not sure. Time's real kind of tricky down here, I got to say.
Yeah, okay, well,
I just keep making weapons. And all of a sudden he kind of gestures and you see kind of another doorway that was not there before that opens up, and it looks like kind of like that Asgard kind of armory that extends. And he's like, I have no idea if they'll be able to use the weapons I can make as I'm dead and all, but if I can bring it back with me, I'll have quite the equipment to bring to Fort Locke for the last stands.
Does Viet recognize this
Impressive.
reference to Fort Locke and the Last Stands?
Roll me just a general history check, but it's a low check because that's fairly common knowledge.
Okay, it'd be 10.
10's perfect. That was what Dragon Locke was called once upon a time. Once all the old world did the last stand against all the darkness, and before the dragon gods came, and blah 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 blah. He's talking about time before history.
So you were a master smith from before the dragons.
I don't know about no dragons, but I am pretty good with the hammer. I must say so myself. I never needed the clout of being called a master, but I'm quite good if I say so myself.
wait a minute. There was a time before the dragons?
Well, there's always a time before everything.
Well, if you knew what we did, you'd think otherwise, wouldn't you? Okay. So first we're dead. Now a man before history living in a basement making weapons that nobody can use.
What do you mean?
Well-
For a fleet that happened before any of us were ever born. Okay.
Well, dwarves live a long time. They're human. I get
Apparently
it.
not.
Well, we don't know if we're really dead. He may be dead. But
Have you tried pinching yourself?
I do it all all right, I like you cut your jab. I say that all the time. I say, give yourself a bit of a pinch, and then they think I want them to pinch me, and I do like a good little slap on the bottom there, but that's never what I've been asking for, Anyway, all right, I like you. I didn't before. I like you now. I like you now. Look, I'm very confused.
I would think so. You're not even a full person, if I could say so myself.
Hey, you leave my mother out of this.
Fair.
anyways, look at all this good work you've done. So maybe
Right.
you can't use it, but we might be dead. We might not be dead. maybe we should try to see if we can use it. We don't want your efforts to go to waste, right?
I mean, right? I mean, I do. I mean, granted, I'm not sure about all of you, but I'm pretty sure. And he kind of walks towards Veit a little bit again and pokes him again. I don't know. Maybe it's because you're like me a little bit. Yeah. And he kind of sniffs you. Well, maybe a little vanilla, but
Are you saying you didn't
I
make
think
ice dice?
I think something. He just kind of doesn't even acknowledge that. It just. I might have something. He walks back over towards the forge, kind of goes behind, and you can hear the sound of a chest opening.
Okay.
And he comes back, and he's got an oversized like rod. It's probably a good foot long, and like think I don't know. You know, it's thick rod. You know,
Okay.
thick. The gestures did not work. Stop it. But I mean, and it's very intricate, and you can see it has dwarven ruins, but imagine where it looks like it's segmented every way and like a rod made of metal that is a Rubik's Cube.
Okay.
The entire way through, and each square is about 1 inch by 1 inch. I don't know what was just written. Did I miss something? I don't want to know. It'll probably be horrible. But yeah, in front of you. And he's like, you might be able to use this. Do I not want to know?
No, not right now. You don't. Veit will hold his hand out for that.
And
Do I still have the crowbar in my hand?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay.
You have that.
Okay. So hold out the hand for this.
Yep.
This bar. Yep.
Yep. And it's dynamic. I can only imagine.
Don't do it.
All right. It's getting late. We're already going long. So from now on, Killian, I'm going to mute you if I have to.
Sorry.
All right. Dynamic.
It's dynamic. Keep together. Scene. I said my piece. I have spoken.
It's dynamic.
I said I will mute you.
No, it's a question.
I will mute you.
No, I know.
I am talking to Veit. Sorry, Killian. I'm just joking.
How do we, this is a weapon? How do we use this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. I mean, I'm dead, so you gotta feel it. Does that make any sense to you? I would think a dwarf who just touches that would just know what he's supposed to do. You know what it does?
Do I recognize this thing?
It looks like a really weird. It's like, it's metal, boy. Come on, feel it with deep down.
Okay, Veit will really try hard to concentrate and feel hard.
Roll me an intelligence check.
7.
Yeah. And you're young yet, right?
Yes.
I mean, you look on the underside of 100, right?
Barely, yes.
Fair. All right, you got time. Hopefully, kind of any kind of gestures towards your beard, and just like maybe you'll grow in more. You'll get it. You'll get it. Kind kind of looks around. He's like, it's about the best I've got unless you want to join me here, because I could show you everything I know if you're willing.
Thank you, Master Smith, but no. I would look at Manny and Fenris real quickly, and like just a moment of panic in his eyes, like we're not being imprisoned underground again, and start backing towards the stairs. No, no, like, thank you. No,
it's cold iron. If you're curious,
this can be kind of.
I can show you how to make it.
Motioning Manny and Fenris back towards the stairs.
Oh,
I can make tea. We could.
Veit will be torn for just a moment, but thank you, Master Smith.
what tea and learn a new skill? That sounds lovely.
Brannick's the name. I mean, you rudely never asked, but
We thought you were dead, and you thought we were dead. I am Veit. I am being Veit.
I'm not convinced not all of you are dead. But Veit,
Just inside.
yeah. So you want to stay for dinner and I
No.
show you things?
Thank you. We will be going again. Thank you. Another time, perhaps.
I'll be here. Ironically,
You
Kind of wave and
he'll
start going
kind
up
of
the
sadly
stairs.
wave a hammer like, bye. You know.
You're being the best you can be, and that's all you need to be. Thank you.
Up. It's kind of a sad little parting, but up the stairs and
15,000 years without incident. 15.
Manny, we should close this again.
Okay.
I'm denying
So you're
it.
gonna close it back up? 100%. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
cold.
You manage to close it back up and just, yep, that needs to stay sealed.
It's something better than nothing.
Veit will actually pinch himself once. He'll look at Fenris and Manny, and he'll just pinch himself once just to see.
Yeah.
I will tell you, as just because it kind of we glossed as you kind of like usher everyone up and like, all right, let's go, and you get up the stairs, turn around, and see him kind of sadly like wave with the hammer. You kind of look back and push, and then look back down, and it's dark and cold down there again. And then you make your way up and seal. So you now have a weird Rubik's Cube rod.
Kellyanne.
I'm not doing anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm not
And
fight themselves.
a crowbar.
Okay.
You make your way back to Rivertoe and for time and Killian. You're going to eventually, after a few days, make your way back onto the boat. Make your way another
Month and a half.
No, that was back to the docks about 2 months. But about a week out, the sky turns to a weird aurora borealis.
Ooh, spooky.
Or no, sorry, not a week, a month. A month out, it does. About a week out from there is just this weird mist that starts to come across the lake as you emerge into Locke Lake. And it's thick, and it's not a time of day thing. But it's low hanging to the river or
So
to the lake. And so you can still see,
Mist.
yep.
Okay.
It hugs real like a foot off, like just the first foot in these early days.
Okay.
And you make your way to Dragon Locke. And very quickly, the town, as I have described from previous episodes, starts to have some shady feeling of just downtrodden. And you are paid. Veit, you are the one who's given the money, ironically. Yep. And you're given 100 gold for the entire venture. All the work, everything.
Divvy it up.
You stand on the docks and you look. It's been a long trip with Manny and Fenris, and you all kind of enjoy Dragon Locke as kind of, take out a lot of the color tones out of the picture, And it's like, well, a new adventure, a new day, and Manny doing his normal self, and Veit looks to the city, and all of a sudden you hear in your head Quincy's voice again. Veit, I haven't forgot. I'm still going to find you, I promise.
Quincy.
And then next to you, you hear, you made it. I was seriously starting to get a little worried. And you look down, and like sitting on a little soapbox crate, there is this little imp who's wearing like literally wearing like the newsboy outfit, the newsy. And I kind of had to come to you in a dream to set you on the right path. There's a lot of things, but either way, you're here. Glad to see you. Speaker the Vine is looking for you.
You are real. He is the real, yes? I look to Manny and Fenris.
They are not there.
What?
Yeah, you turn around and like the you get that almost vertigo feel as even the boat is moved out. Like the boat's not there. You look up, the sun feels like it's in a different position, even where it's like, how long have you been standing here? Kind of, and you even think back to those sunrises where it's like you've had this weird glitchy focus zoning out, and it's like you all had that exact same moment of showing up here and breathing in the air and like, and then you turn around and the scenery's changed.
Where are Manny? What did you do with Manny and Fenris?
Hey. I do a lot of things. Not all of it's my fault. So let's not point fingers at who's and what's.
Where are Manny and Fenris? Where are they being?
Where are they being? I don't know. I mean, I can look into anything you want me to look into.
They were right here.
Right. They might have been right there, but now they're not right there. You're right here, and I'm right here.
Where are Manny and Fenris?
Is it important for you to know right now before we go to the speaker of the Vine?
Yes, they are lost.
Are they lost?
Yes, they were right here, and now they're not here. They are obviously lost.
Maybe you're lost, and they know exactly where they are, and I'm going to take you to them. I don't know where they are, but there's a high probability that us being here is definitely not where they are. And anywhere but here is a higher probability of finding them.
We find them. We find them, yes?
Agreed. And Speaker of the Vine knows everybody.
We speak of Speaker of Vine then.
Vine speaks and we listen and everybody is found.
No crazy cart, though. Last one was on fire.
Oh, that was 100% on you. I came into the dream. You made the dream. You got a fire thing, buddy? Because I'll be honest, and he kind of rubs his shoulder and a little spark comes off. I am down with fire.
Veit will check his beard again for the compass needle and the crow's foot.
Yep, it is there.
Okay.
And you even check your belt. There's a crowbar, and you check your one pocket wherever that bar you put it. There is a bar there. These things happened.
Manny's horn.
Manny's horn is there.
100 gold.
100 gold's there.
We go to Speaker Vine.
Right. Let's go. You, me, we're going to be fast friends. We're going to find everybody that needs finding. And we got a job. You're going to make buku bucks, my friend. Let's go. And they walk off.
We'll look back again at the docks, looking for those.
Yeah,
two.
it's changed. It's different, but it's the same. It's weird.
Okay.
But that is where we're going to leave this. Join us next time for maybe an answer, because I definitely think we have some more questions. I hope everybody had fun. I know I had fun letting you all loose on this. Killian, I don't even want to know what was written.
It wasn't that bad. It was fun.
No, I imagine it was funny, I'm glad, which is why I wasn't privy. I was just worried about gestures I was making it worse.
Yeah, it kind of was. Comments.
Yeah,
were making,
that's kind of where
you're
I
feeding
felt it was
right,
going.
inadvertently feeding right into it.
Yeah,
They write themselves. These jokes write themselves.
yeah, there was this giant thing, So, yeah, everyone, thank you for joining us. I hope you all enjoyed this. I know I did. I'm pretty sure the rest of us did too.
Oh yeah.
Have a great week. Join us back next time. Until then, I am DM Scott.
I'm Killian.
I'm Mick.
Chris.
Have a great week.